definitely potential in the draft here for Aura Fire. It's risky, but it's high reward. Let's see if it's gonna pay off. Ladies and gentlemen, the conclusion, the finale to both of these teams. Who is going to come out on top? Is it gonna be Aura Fire or EvosLegends?
Let's see, let's get it.
Oh man, both of the junglers starting an orange buff here. Obviously, Fredrin's gonna have a better time at clearing that out for a bit, but again, let's take a look at the emblems here. And what always draws me to Sutsujin is his very interesting emblems. He always goes for the emblems that are not really, you know, standard. He always goes for Lethal Ignition, even for Ling, and usually for heroes like even the Fredrin. I think he was one of the first to go for the Quantum Charge, and now even Impure Rage. When Van and most of the other Bakshias go for the tanky-er options, seems like for Sutsujin, it's still Impure Rage. You have, I mean, it's pretty interesting, but what just happened?
Selena just happened, right? I mean, a good catch there. And Van Strong needs to bite the dust. First blood for side of Aura Fire.
And this is exactly what the Selena was built for, that pickoff. And even despite that potential, that kill pressure coming in, Pride goes in once again for a very damage-based, very aggressive emblem and talent choice. Again, with the Weapon Master as well as the Inspire. No tenacity, no agility either.
This pickoff combo is going to be very scary for EVOS if they keep on getting picked off like this. Yo, High is pretty accurate. Even earlier, that was just out of range, and it would have actually connected onto Van Strong. And he's a very, very vulnerable target. It's a Lethal Ignition for High. Looking at the other emblems for High, I want to check it out as well. He went for Weapon Mastery and Rupture, so there's going to be a lot of damage from this guy.
Good penalty zone on towards Van. No clear follow-up though. Both junglers just hovering around. Bracel's Wrath and Retribution will find the first neutral objective of the game. Good take.
I feel like the penalty zone earlier on was used a little prematurely. If they really wanted to go for the contest on the turtle, then he should have done it right before that perfect timing, right? To deny that Retribution, but High just really having fun.
Oh, take a look at the combination here, the Bruce Passion, but oh, it's a forward feed too.
Similar to what we saw earlier on. It was actually Gyo Joshua who was Aura Fire as well beforehand. I like the courage coming in from Aura Fire. I like their drafts. It has potential. Sure, that window of opportunity is slim, especially for Aura Fire here in the early game, but like you mentioned earlier on, Miracle, Weapon Master on a Selena. Right? We understand that the Selena falls off dearly in that mid towards that late game, and they're trying to change things, give a little bit more opportunity in the late game by using Weapon Master and just banking on the damage.
I agree, it does give him more presence in the late game, but I think it's still going to be him falling off. I think it's more so for the mid game here. When he gets the item power spike, he's going to have one-shot power. He's going to have one-tap power. So the burst is definitely going to be even bigger of a threat to EvosLegends now with Weapon Mastery.
Oh, let's see, indeed. Seems like both teams rotating towards the bot. Good shield unity. Zin caught off guard there with the puppet string as well. Sutsujin finding the kill right now. With the help of Hallguard, will be able to reposition himself. See, no Feather Airstrike, there you go. Feather Airstrike will be popped. Van will be taken out by Van Strong. Ouch.
Beautiful, beautiful control from EvosLegends. Just really taking it back into their own hands, picking up the tempo with 2 kills on the board. They should have the numbers advantage if they want to go for more just presence on the map. It looks like Sutsujin are going to be focused on his own buff first before he even thinks about going for that engage onto the neutral objective. Turtle.
He needs to. He's 1 level down. Now he's finally caught up with Van, but still, it's a lead for Aura Fire nonetheless. Remember though, for Aura Fire, it's kind of the same thing that's happening in game number 2. For Aura, they need to just weather out the storm. They just need to wait for Kabuki to get through that item power spike. For EVOS, there's much more pressure on them to control the early game. And if this continues, Aura Fire will have a very similar game to game number 2. EVOS need to find an opening some way, maybe through ganks in the side lane, because if that doesn't happen...
Oh, good taunt. Pride was even confident that he will be able to get out. Take a look at Uranus though. Okay, I thought Uranus was going to flank, but no.
Yeah, not just yet. Audience prediction though, with the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 5, Z Flip
Very
5,
close.
a very close between both of these teams. Very different to what we saw earlier on, but here it is, the power spike coming in for Bronze. Picking up that BOD. I wonder how far Kabuki is in with those items, because remember last game it was Kabuki having a slight gold lead in comparison to the Beatrix.
He's doing really well now as well. He's already on the way to that golden staff. Soon he's gonna get that golden staff, and I think he will have a similar start, or maybe even a better start compared to last game. So that item power spike is gonna come quick, and Sutsujin, yeah, he's not really gonna have a fun time in the front if he gets picked off. This carry will do so much. I think what helps EvosLegends is that hard guard to get him a bit more sustain. But now even Van is putting some pressure on Fluffy.
Nope. 4 members rotating. Penalty zone on towards Kabuki. But take a look at the backup. Forcing Fluffy to use the flicker. I don't know if he will survive or not. But take a look at Tsutsukin in the backside. Finding Kabuki. Let's see here. Combined with the hard guard. Wasn't enough. Fluffy gets taken out. Tsutsukin and Angela now caught. Oh, that's not a good sign. Aura Fire. Oh, they will not pull the trigger. No more resources, it seems like.
But that was wasted, right? EvosLegends, they couldn't get that pick onto Kabuki, which is what the point of the hard guard and Sutsujin was for, and it was taken away from them. Sure, Kabuki wasted a flicker, but in the grand scheme of things, getting a pick plus a tower in that top lane is super value.
Oh, Van Strong might be caught, forced to use the flicker.
Oh.
Good catch by the arrow, and it seems like penalty zone will be popped as well. Van will be taken out pre-turtle.
That'll give a free turtle. It's going to be conceded over. And this is the time for EvosLegends to secure and to control the game. The mid-game power spike is hit mainly for Brands. He has that BOD, and he's building up to a Melphic Roar.
All the while here, no, I was wondering, right? Because Iran still giving the space, building it for Aura Fire, being able to get another turret in the bottom lane. The trade back, once again, is insane by this man.
Ooh, gold difference by Ube S Gold right now. Kabuki's actually behind of Brands, but he's still going to hit that power spike quite quick. Iran going to be engaged on.
No, penalty zone all in here. Take a look, Iran taken out. Van, oh, this might be a mistake. No, Van is still able to escape. Take a look at the mid side though. Already Aura Fire occupying that mid, trying to give pressure. And yeah, finding compensation, no? Okay, good Nibiru's Passion to clear. Van now isolated. Will he be able to escape? Seems like yes.
Yeah, there are no more. Oh,
What's off-camera kill? Kabuki caught by Sutsujin.
And just like that, EvosLegends have taken control of the game. Even Van in the bottom lane was forced back around, and Sutsujin will be able to claim the purple buff because of that. And now that EvosLegends have room to make plays with the mobility that they have on the map with Baxia, the shield unity, it's going to favor EvosLegends in these even objective battles, not even neutral objective battles. So Aura Fire will somehow need to look for a cheeky little pick from time to time, but I don't think this arrow has been too reliable. It's been hitting mostly to the frontliners.
Oh, penalty zone combined with Beatrix. Oh, Nibiru's Passion popped. Bronze finding the kill. Occupying mid. Sutsujin trying to zone the members of Aura away as they will try to take down the mid tier 1. They did it.
they did it, but they did it for a trade, right? Once again, Iran getting another tower there on the top side, getting a little bit more pressure in that lane. Now he's cutting that mid side to give his teammates a little bit more space. EvosLegends, sure, there's presence in Sutsujin, but for how long, right? Kabuki now, he's really catching up to that power spike as well. Let's take a look at the EXP levels for both of these junglers. Van level 11, Sutsujin level 12. So now Aura Fire, they need to get creative in this.
Vision is power for both these teams, and they know where high is. That's why they've been evading from these abyssal arrows quite easily. And as long as this is a fact, this is true for EvosLegends, then they will not be threatened.
Penalty zone. Let's see. In the backside, though, there's a trap for Krite. Nibiru's Passion hitting the bush only. but it seems like no casualties for now. Fluffy made it out around. Very low cost of concentration. Brands with the flicker play finds and secure the kill.
It's huge. That's a Rana taken out right before this, but wait a second. EvosLegends. It doesn't look like they're going to just blitz it. It's still a dance for the Lord.
They're taking their time. There's no real need to go for a 50-50, especially when they have one member fully down right now. They can just continuously poke down on Van and use Van Strong up top.
Good penalty zone on towards Kabuki. Top side pushed as well. Hard guard! Oh, Kabuki caught here. Immobilized, but not enough damage. Van in the front side here. 1v5 practically. Very low, gets a stun, gets taken out. And that's a huge green light for EvosLegends to go at it at the Lord. Good arrow, but it mounts to nothing.
Absolutely beautiful, clinical play from EvosLegends. The way they were able to just, again, maneuver around these abyssal arrows and play around these abyssal arrows despite it hitting to core members. It was all good for EvosLegends. And Sutsujin, a classic move from him. Whenever you give Sutsujin an inch, he takes a mile. You give him a lord, he takes your purple buff as well. And now with a 900 gold lead on this Baksha, he is online. There's a Haas Claws being built. He's going to completely ignore the Wind of Nature. Brand secures the Haas Claws, and now this is a big problem for Aura Fire. Brands can melt the front line and cannot be melted down.
Ow! SOS, somebody come save Zen. And now EvosLegends will go again. Nibiru's Passion just to poke. Base turret still up for the side of EvosLegends, but then they will lose all the tier 2s.
It's difficult, right? In these team fights, Fluffy has been just doing a spectacular job at making Kabuki busy. He doesn't necessarily have to take him down, just get him low enough. Let's see, there we go.
Penalty zone again. Deja vu as game 1, and Van will fall. EvosLegends walking with the Lord now, looking for that base turret in the mid lane. Kabuki trying to clear the Lord. Will he be able to do it? It seems like for now, EvosLegends' agenda will just be the base turrets.
And now Kabuki's actually picked up the DHS, so he has a little bit more say in the damage. As once again, this mid lane is still pushing in. Iran trying to do his best to just absorb all that damage here.
Base turret now. Again, the agenda of EvosLegends. All base turrets now taken out. EvosLegends, full offense, Aura Fire, full defense. No one hasn't pulled the trigger just yet. He's looking for opening high. Flanking, does not get it.
Fluffy has his ultimate though, so I think they're waiting on that right now.
Okay, Feather Airstrike. Not cancelled though, the taunt comes in. Brands finds the killer, Ron gets taken out as well. As EvosLegends, Fluffy has the final say. As Aura Fire lost to EvosLegends.
The White Tigers walk into the Dragon's Den and walk out as victors with a dragon head in hand. And that is a huge statement from Evos. And it must be painful for Aura Fire to lose to